Evening, peddlers. Oh dear, that's not great, is it? Where you try and connect and then it's just not happening. Oh, you see, Samash. Good evening, everyone. Ed Moses, Keith Evans, Francois G, Stevie 007, Russell G. Orders already. Stephen Spink. Evening, people. Hopefully you can hear me okay. For some reason, it just totally locked up then, and I just couldn't get online at all. How are we all? Now, my challenge is my beer is in my office. Sorry, Mrs. Petrol Ped's behind me. I might have to send her into my office. How are we all, people? How was things? How many we got online? Let's have a quick look. We have 80 people, which is pretty impressive. Evening, Ped. Long time no see. Finally back online after Braintree. Chris Murphy. That is great news to hear, my friend. Got past the ads. Well done, Andrew. Chris Dakin. Evening, Rev. How are you? Francois G. 84 people online now. Look, I've even got. Do you want to say hello to everyone?
Sure. Scratch my leg. Hi, everybody.
Now she's just sat behind watching the telly box, so you might even get her some questions. Quite a day at the Mercedes-Benz dealership today. Any excuse to make Mrs. P on the stream? Absolutely. Now, we got any questions? I've got my beer here. Cheers, everybody. Question. What got me into cars? Ed Moses. I have always loved cars. I don't know what it is about them. I used to sit in the passenger seat when my dad was driving and want to drive. And I've always loved, I've never got bored of driving ever. So we've got lots of hello Tracy's, by the way. No beer. It's 7 a.m. in New Zealand. Brad, that's brutal, but well done for tuning in, mate. It's 6 p.m. here. That's good. Let's say hello to a few people. Brad Collins. So Graham West. Hi, Andy Barton. Chris Keeber. Neil Barden. Cheers, my friend. How's the little GP2? Francois G. Legend. Stevie 007. Unplug your EV. I know. Yeah, I think it might have been the EV that slowed us down. Stephen, what do I think of Charlie Clubman popping up for sale in Leeds? It's very sad. I know Trace doesn't know that. Very sad is the simple answer to that. Chris Murphy, was good to see additional needs talked about regards electrification and charging. Yeah, that video has done absolutely unbelievable. Monday's video, 127,000 views, I think. It's done 20,000 views today, which is amazing. Have you something that you've always wanted to do with a car? I've always wanted to do Route 66, and I've always wanted to do a big American RV around like Yellowstone National Park or something like Montana or something. Question regarding EVs. Do you think that they'll install enough charging points by 2030? Watch my video on Monday. I think there's significant challenges. I think everyone's on it, but there's still a lot of work to be done. Got my nice red PP sticker for my JCW today. Now, there's a thing. So if you want to get stickers for your car, T-shirts like mine just there, or mugs, Legacy Legends, we're doing a discount code PED10. Just Google Legacy Legends and all my merch is 10% off on the run up to Christmas. So make sure you go and get your merch. Yeah, and tell your loved ones to buy you merch. That's a good point. They're thinking about ordering a Jeep Wrangler Blackhawk, mate. They are amazing things. Colton Cleveringer, evening, sir. How are you? Stevie 007, thank you very much for that. Buying me a beer. Amazing. How's the Wim Hof going, Pete? That's from New Forest Spider. I haven't done so much breathing. Mrs. Petrol Ped does her breathing quite regularly. We need to get an ice bath to get some cold therapy going on. But the experience of being with Wim Hof was amazing, absolutely amazing. What do you think of the trend of cables from EV chargers being stolen from? Cables in general get nicked, don't they? Once they're plugged in and the car's locked, you shouldn't be able to remove the cable. Actually, what do I think of the Red Bull overspend punishment, Steve Berlin? I think it was too lax. I think they should have been docked points. And I think it should have affected them more heavily. I'm more disappointed in the whole debacle they've got going on with Sky Sports at the moment, not talking to them because Ted Kravitz said nasty things about them. I just think that's just not, they're not doing themselves any favors at all. Doing fantastic. Good, Mr. Colton Cleveringer. Excellent. Hi, Tracy and Petrol Pups. Petrol Pups are down there somewhere. Red sticker on the Fiat, black one on my Mini. Keith, you have good style, my friend. Oh, Nick Smith, you've just got a Zappy installed. Hope you enjoy that. I'm dead chuffed with mine. Love the vid on the Revo Focus ST. Can't wait to get mine done. Excellent to hear that. I'm hoping to go back to Revo to do some more stuff with them. Chris Dakin, reliably informed that there is going to be a major EV infrastructure push coming soon. I was talking to a developer about this last week. That's interesting news. It's certainly needed. I think it's not so much the public charge infrastructure. It's trying to work out how we get charging for people when they're at home. I think that's quite a big problem. Mike Hughes, the discount code for Legacy Legends is PED10. It's super easy. It's complicated because I've got a few discount codes. If you wanted to get some Oli merch, so the brand I've been working with, that's Petrol 10 for 10% off of Oli. But yeah, Ped 10. Well done, Francois G. Hey mate, I am here. What do you see happening with used car prices over the next few months and internet? Wow, that's a really good question. I think we've already seen the stratospheric new car prices that we were seeing in the last 12 months coming down a little bit. I can see people tightening their belts a little bit. I can see people not necessarily wanting to buy a car. It's a very discretional purchase, and I think therefore it becomes a buyer's market, not a seller's market. And I think prices will start to come down. I'm quite generally, I think the next 6 months to 12 months is going to be really difficult. So I can see them coming down. What have we got here? Have you started lining up drives for FOS next year? Anything exciting? Mark Schrader. I am with Alfa Romeo next week. I'm actually going to Italy next week. So I will be talking to my friends with Alfa Romeo. And you kind of do start early, but I would like to get something like the NASCAR again next year because that was quite special. But it would be a privilege to drive again at Festival of Speed next year. But it does take quite a lot of logistics and organizing. Thoughts on Mini moving to China? I mean there'll still be a Mini plant Oxford, but there is some stuff happening to China. That's kind of I'm on the fence on that one. Love the EV video the other day. Certainly makes sense. Thank you, Sean. Darren Hughes. A lot of people are trading in their car for cash. I can see why. Budgets are tight at the moment for everybody, I think. What exhaust have you fitted to your Porsche? David the Golfer 999. I have a Miltech. It's an OPF back straight through. There is a video on the channel. And if you go to the Miltech website and just type in Boxster 718 GTS, it's on there. Do you think you'll be before the charging point? I'm just trying to read. There's so many questions. Thoughts on noise cameras? In London, I can see why they're there. I would feel hard done by if I got done by one, but I think you're not going to get stopped by one of those if you're driving an electric car, though, are you? I guess. Have you had any info from manufacturers regarding semiconductor hell? My understanding is it's getting better. The general supply shortages and semiconductor problems are getting better. It's still a challenge, but it's not quite as bad as it was. Love watching the videos. I'm a legend. Thank you, Craig. I wouldn't quite say I'm a legend, but Tracy's like, I'm definitely not a legend. Hi, Pete. What electric car are you most wanting to review? Same for ICE cars. Oh, that's a really good one, actually. ICE cars, I'm really looking forward to driving the new BMW M2. And in terms of electric car, I would love to drive an electric hypercar like a Rimac Nivera or something ridiculous like that. I watched the Chris Harris thing of him driving it, and if it blows his brains, I'd just love to have a go at something like that. Did I ever drive the Seat Cupra ST29? No, never driven one of those. Unfortunately, Greeting, Fartfish, feeding the algorithm from Germany. Good evening, my friend. I'd love to have an RS3 Q3. Yeah, so would I. What did Chris Keeber say? I'm reading back now. Oh, man. I have an F54 Clubman S. Do you think the upgrade to a JCW Clubman is worth it? Yes, definitely. Absolutely. Yeah, there's that. Tracy's like, yes. You're going to be coming on this if you're not careful. Yeah, they are. I mean, the Clubman S is a great car, JCW with four-wheel drive, and especially if it's the 306 brake one, they're phenomenal cars. I absolutely love that Clubman. Mrs. PP is a legend. Oh no, sorry. Hi, Mrs. PP. He is a legend. That's why you married him. That's from Sean. Do you think ICE cars will end up an expensive weekend hobby? Not for many years. I know we can't buy new internal combustion engine cars from 2030. That doesn't mean to say they're going to disappear. They will be around for a long time. Mr. Rick the Spud. Good evening, sir. Have you got a meet and greet coming up? I have got a meet and greet coming up on the 20th of November at Thruxton. Mr. Rick the Spud will be driving Ruby Roadster up there for me. So I'm going to have hopefully all my cars there. So I hope put in the comments if you're coming. If you're not, if there's a link on the video on my channel, it's super easy to register. It doesn't cost anything at Thruxton from 9:30 on the 20th of November. Hopefully I will see as many of you there as possible. You've just bought, Craig, just bought a Mercedes E-Class Estate four-wheel drive. But you know, I've never driven one. I've not driven that many Mercedes. I have to admit, I think I've only driven an A45, an A35, and an A45S. I know that's quite good Mercedes, but I've never driven a normal one. What are your thoughts on the AMG C63 being a four-pot? I don't know. It was probably always going to happen, but there's something about those C class AMGs that need to be a big, shouty, snorty V8. To be honest, Jordan Clark, do you still have the JCW? I have a Roadster JCW. Yes, sadly, I don't have the Clubman anymore. Like your reviews, have you reviewed a 2011 Range Rover Sport Supercharged? Not specifically, but I have driven the Range Rover Sport SVR, which is an amazing car. And there is a video on the channel. If you have a look round, you should be able to find that. Russell G, you are coming. Superb. What about reviewing the cheapest EV? So I drove the MG ZS EV. I had that as a short-termer, a long-termer rather. That's one of the cheapest EVs you can buy. Trying desperately at the moment to get hold of the MG4. Trisbird, evening, my friend. How are you? Hopefully you're doing well. Neil Barden getting a GP convoy together to go to Thruxton. That's great news. Mike Lodge, you're coming to Thruxton. Michael Kember's coming to Thruxton. Which would you have, Pete? An M2 or an A45S? M2 probably. Mr. Colton Cleveringer. You just bought me a beer. Thank you very much. You're very naughty. Is Tracy in the background? She sounds exactly the same as my wife. Always listening and telling me off when I say something wrong or if she doesn't agree. Yeah. That's what a wife's for. Chris Dakin, do you think no more Fiestas is a big mistake? I think it's very sad that the Fiesta name is going. I think they could have done an electric Fiesta. I think that would have been very cool. It's such an iconic mark for them. They've been making it for such a long time. For me personally, I think they should have kept the name and just electrified it. But they must have had their reasons to get rid of it. Yeah, it's not selling. What, Graham Colley? When am I going to risk the potential of a nosebleed and get up the proper north? I am from the Midlands, so hopefully soon. Hopefully soon. Alan Hayes, yeah, and the look. Oh, the look, yes. I like the all-new MG4. I do like the look of the new MG4. I saw one on the road, a black one, on Monday, and it got a lot of road presence, actually. It looks like a really cool car. Can you recommend a track day experience? My 24-year-old son wants one as a Christmas present. We're in the South Midlands. Goodwood do some really good track day experiences in BMWs, as do Thruxton, and that's kind of maybe check out Donington Park. I don't know what track day experiences they do, but have a look at those. Bring back the Ford Escort, Chris Cuba. I agree. Michael Kemba, has Mrs. PP curbed any more wheels lately?
You need to unsubscribe him.
No, I don't think she has. Yeah, we'll move on. Hoping there's a Ford Fiesta RS edition. Oh, that would be good, wouldn't it? Andrew Gibbs, seen through glass, put synthetic fuel in his 360. Yeah, synthetic fuels, I think, has its place, especially with classics. I think the problem with synthetic fuels is scale, is making enough of it. Trisbert, I'm going to do a video, another video on electric charging and numbers and things. So yes, I will do that, because someone actually sent a message that they'd seen an Instavolt electric charger that was charging 100 pence a kilowatt, which is just horrific. Dave is farming. What's the best car for someone that's just passed their test? Suzuki Swift. I think they're brilliant little cars, and they're not that expensive, and they're super reliable. Very, very good car. They wouldn't get the Sport if they just passed the test, but Suzuki Swift would be a good start, I think. And you want a car that's cheap to repair. I know you don't really want to think about a young driver having a bump, but you want cars that are cheap to repair as well. Evening Ped, quick question on the B9 S4 Saloon, S4 Sportback. Probably crazy going for 3-litre V6 petrol at the moment, but would like your opinion. I actually think the S5 Sportback is a better looking car than the Saloon. If I was going for an S4, I would go for the Avant. I've had two of them. So Stephen Spink, did you scavenge the upgrade parts? Yes, I did. But I sold all the parts off the Clubman before it went. Kevin D, any road trip next year with? So Kevin D, there's no planned road trip with the Roadster next year, but I am doing a road trip with SEC private members to Ireland. I am hosting a road trip with SEC private members. So we haven't sorted out what car I'm going to be in yet, but that will be coming to the channel next year. So that should be good fun, exploring the roads of Ireland. How am I liking the Ford Ranger? I love my Ford Ranger. It is amazing. It's sad because it goes back at the end of this month. I absolutely love the car. It's a great thing. I know it's not really for you guys in the States, Colton. You do like proper big trucks, like the ones with 4 wheels at the back and stuff. But it is very, very cool. Richard Jones, 2 a.m. in Singapore. Mate, you are an absolute legend. Cheers. That's called, that's definitely commitment. George Talent, nice one. I'm mad for thinking about changing from a manual. No, you're not. I don't think. Unless that's Archie Hamilton. No, the Civic Type R is a brilliant car to drive. Absolutely brilliant, and arguably probably easier to drive spiritedly in the UK. I think. Your car choices all the way back to the S4 wagon have always been relatively conservative compared to others. Do you see you buying a car for views over the needs? Brad, yes. The problem with doing that is it costs money. So the challenge, I try and do a mix of both. So it's to buy a car that's good for the channel, but also one that I can use all the time. And sadly, my funds don't stretch to going out buying a completely bonkers supercar, and my engineering talents don't stretch to buying a car that needs work. Unfortunately. Any more Moke videos? Gary, yes. So next spring now, probably, because the weather's not great for a Moke, I'm doing a video with the electric Moke and a Schnauzer homing charity. So we're going to get the Petrol Pup and the Petrol Pooch in a Moke again. So that should be good. Oh, there's lots of questions coming in. Gluten-free as upload shorts to YouTube. Yeah, I'm going to be doing some more shorts. I uploaded a short to YouTube today, actually. DC in OC. Is that Orange County, DC? Need a heart transplant. Oh man. Oh mate, seriously? No, that's that. Oh wow. Would love to see you test the Rivian pickup. Yes, so would I, Chris. Absolutely. Any further thoughts on converting your carport into a garage? We'd love to do it. We're just waiting for builders to stop charging such stupid prices, and then we might reconsider. It's just on hold at the moment. Pete, what's your favorite thing about your Porsche? I love the way it looks and the way it drives. I know that's two things, but it's just an amazing car. Just to let everyone know, November is means it's Mental Health Month. Yes, absolutely. And the Movember thing, isn't that prostate cancer, I think? What percentage of your viewer base are now interested in EVs rather than IC? Do you know, I don't know that number. I want to try and keep doing a mix of EV and piston cars. I know some of you hate EVs, some of you hate IC, ICE cars, but I want to still keep doing a mix. AH, you're not Archie Hamilton. DC in OC, Mrs. Petrol Ped will be in Orange County next week, actually, won't you?
Yeah.
Where are you going again?
Newport Beach.
So Mrs. Petrol Ped is in Newport Beach next week.
And Palm Springs.
And Aspen. She's got a big work trip next week. Recently crashed the C63 coupe because it was a bit wet. Yeah, that has a habit of happening, especially if your tires at the back aren't great. Have I ever driven a Giulia Veloce? Yes, I have, Andrew, and it's an amazing car. It's not, clearly it's, if you can't quite stretch to a Quadrifoglio, a Veloce is 80% as good a car. A brilliant car. You've still got the fantastic steering and handling. It still looks great. Brilliant car, the Giulia Veloce. Does AdBlue diesels make... AdBlue, I didn't realize until I had a diesel with the truck how much AdBlue costs and how much you have to put in your car. It's like really annoying. Any Vipers in the future? I desperately want to drive a Dodge Viper. So I do know someone who's got one. So hopefully maybe wait till the spring when the weather gets a bit better. When will I have the time to organize an EV debate? Up for a round pub? Yeah, we could do that, couldn't we? Sit round a pub and just chew the cud about EVs. Would you go to SEMA? Yes, I would. I couldn't this year because I was just too busy. I've had too much on. I'm doing a bit more of my training job, and I just had a clash, so there was no way I was going to get to SEMA. Mr. Groot, am I attending Goodwood Breakfast Club on Sunday? Probably not, sadly. No, I've got a couple of things I need to do. Colton, happy birthday for Sunday. Yes. Happy birthday, my friend. Hello, my car is... oh, no, it's with low and it's being poorly. And you've had Penny for 2 weeks. Now, that's got to be an upside. Penny's... Oh, it's one of my favorite cars ever. That's quite cool, actually. Hopefully, they fix your car. But having Penny, that's good. I like driving Penny. Managed to order GR86. I have a GR86 press car coming in December for a week. And I'm very much looking forward to driving that. We should, if we could, we should all sing happy birthday to Colton. How old are you, mate? That's what I want to know. Am I going to the Classic Car Show, Chris? Not any plans to do so yet. But you never know. Stephen Smith, how's the Ironman training going? It's just starting. I've done a couple of swim sessions with my local triathlon club. I've done a couple of runs this week. I've got a turbo trainer coming next week, so I can start to do some work on that. So it really gets serious on the run up to Christmas, and then we'll really kick into gear in the new year. But I'm conscious that May isn't that long away. I will be doing videos on it. I'm going to be doing a video talking about my training plan and all that kind of stuff. So that should be coming soon. Chris Murphy, EV6 or Ioniq 5.6. I haven't driven the Ioniq 5. I like the look of the Ioniq 6 better, but EV6 is an amazing car, so I'd have one of those. Francois G there. Do I Zwift, Ped? I don't at the moment because I haven't got a turbo trainer that can do it, but my new turbo trainer is a smart one, and therefore I will likely be doing something like Zwift or Trainer Road, but I haven't signed up to it yet. We could do a Zwift ride, a peddler's Zwift ride. I like the new Kia Sportage. I saw one in a car park today, actually. It looked really, really nice. Yeah, whereabouts will you be on that island trip? I don't know yet. Gluten-free SR. I haven't seen the route, but as soon as I know the route, I'll let people know. Anyone else own an i20N? Haven't seen any others about on the road. They're not a car you see very often, and I've got no idea why, because they are brilliant. Hyundai i20Ns are amazing things. Jim Oates, have I ever had to overcome the mental trauma of a bad crash before? Any advice? Thankfully, no. I've had some near misses, and I can imagine it's not nice at all. I guess I don't know. I try and talk to somebody. If it's really bad, I'd seek someone that you can talk to, some kind of counselling, just to talk through it. Because if you talk through it, that's your best way. If you're holding it in and not talking about it, that's not going to be great. Colton Cleveringer, you're going to be 29. You spring chicken. I thought you were older than that. Wow. Well, congratulations and happy birthday for your 29th. I wish I can remember when I was 29. It was years ago. What will happen to the Cycle Sunday podcast? Francois G. So we brought an end to the Cycle Sunday podcast for two reasons. Paul at the bike shop, I still speak to him most weeks on the phone, but they are so busy at the moment, and I'm so busy, we just could not logistically get it done. And then we were just struggling to get the right numbers of people listening. So it just didn't, the time it takes to make wasn't worth the views it was getting, unfortunately. So we decided to stop it. I know lots of people were enjoying it, but it just didn't get the traction, unfortunately. I'd love to have been more successful, but it wasn't. What do I think of the Cupra brand? Aaron Matthews. I love the Formentor and really like the Born. I am a massive fan of Cupra. The Born is my favorite electric car, and the Formentor, especially the 306 horsepower one, is just a great car. I really do like them. I think they look fantastic. Chris Murphy. I'm just quickly looking through. Chris Chris has just got some advice about getting over a crash. A few automobile YouTubers apparently seeing decreasing views and numbers. I am. I've talked to Joe Achilles and a few others. It's very difficult to get the numbers at the moment. I think there's a combination maybe of short format videos being more popular, but I think we're all struggling at the moment to a greater or lesser degree. Yeah. Love the videos. Keep up. Thank you so much, Engine Rider. Do I have a bike license? No, because if I got a motorbike license, Tracy would basically divorce me instantly, wouldn't you? Yeah. So I love bikes. I love the engineering of bikes. I go fast enough on my push bike, let alone having a motorbike. So yeah, sadly, bikes are a definite no-no. Hard to say. Just take a second. Just maybe too soon for an EV. You've seen an i20N, was at a dealer in August there. Yeah, the problem with lots of cars at the moment, you order one and they do have quite long lead times for delivery. So am I going to take the Ford Ranger through to Railford? Oh, do you guys watch the Ford videos where they're just people basically videoing cars driving through a Ford? I should take the Ranger up there. That'd be really funny. I can't understand for the life of me why that channel gets so many views just watching cars drive through a Ford too quickly. It's unbelievable. But yeah, maybe I should take the Ranger up there. That would be good. What else have we got? Youngsters' attention span is less than 2 minutes. Yes, I can imagine it is the part. Definitely. Jim Edwards, any thoughts on performance car market in a recession? For me, a lot of the people that can buy, if you're talking supercars, I don't know whether that's going to be affected too much because most of the people in that market are recession proof to lesser or greater extent. I think the middle range performance cars, I think it will be interesting to see what happens because I think people will think twice about buying one. And then with the interest rate going up, car finance is going to be more expensive and there won't be the same kind of deal. So I think it will be interesting to see what happens. That's for sure. I haven't tested the new MG4 yet, but want to. Any videos about what you learned on the advanced driving course? Yes, Yellowbird. We haven't arranged any yet. Clearly, I passed my masters. We're going to do some stuff probably in the new year on some of the skills. We're going to things like overtaking, and planning and those types of things. So yes, there will be more stuff coming for sure. Stevie 007, I reckon you should take Tracy out for a nice slap-up meal tonight, especially because she's had to put up with you rambling all night on the computer screen. Yep. She's feeding the dogs at the moment. Quoted 12 months wait on an EV6. Wow. Strange to hear that about the numbers. Matt Armstrong, just seeing the yeah, but Matt, Car Wow and stuff. They're on a different level. They have their videos. I remember being on a thing with Matt Watson, and he put a video up and was upset because it hadn't done 1 million views in the first day. So yeah, support the little guy, definitely. Yeah, absolutely. Rufford Ford is a great place. People are so daft driving through. I know, absolutely nuts. I know YouTubing has you driving a lot. I know Shmi said his highest year was about 100,000 miles driven. How about yourself? I do 20 to 30,000 miles a year, there or thereabouts, with a combination of YouTube and my other job. So I do quite a lot of miles every year. All EVs have long delays. That's true. I am well. There's my mentor. I am Mark. Apologies, late to the parade. So he is my IAM Road Smart mentor. Gate crash alert. Yes, you are gate crashing. I hope you got a beer in your hand, my friend. So yeah, but I owe an awful lot to I am Mark. I like your channel name, by the way. Did you say you're coming up to? I am coming to Ireland, Roderick. Yes, next spring. I can't remember the date off the top of my head. I haven't got my phone with me, but I'm doing a driving tour in Ireland. Yes, more information on that to follow. So, Pete, has your mate asked you about NASCAR model yet? What the guy, my friend with the NASCAR, I sent him a picture and he has exactly the same model. He was like, "That's so cool." I still cannot thank you enough for sending me that. It is pride of place in my office. I love my NASCAR model. Son tested the MG4, was disappointed with the quality. He has an EV Mini. The EV4 is like under 30 grand. You've got to have a compromise somewhere, basically. So the build quality, the materials is going to be a bit less, but that's why it's the money it is. But I haven't driven one yet, so I can't comment. Sub to Tom, who does the vids at the Ford. Yeah. Keith, home now, having a beer. Woo! Huzzah. Great chat. Are you going to do any more rallying content? I would love to. I need to talk to my mate Ellis with the rally car. Who is the rally cars coming to Thruxton? So we've got some stars of the channel coming to Thruxton. We've got the little supercharged Mini. We've got the V8 Morris Minor, the V8 Morris Oxford. We've got Ellis in his Lancia Delta Integrale rally car. We've got some really cool cars that have been on the channel coming. All the support little guys and girls. Yeah, we need to support the little channels. What you provide that CarWow doesn't is in-depth reviews. Thank you so much, Jim. That's very kind of you. I wish I had his numbers though. Any promo code for Hendy? I should talk to them. I don't know whether they do that actually. That'd be so cool. I've certainly sold enough cars for them, that's for sure. Especially Kias. What else have we got? Evening, Sir Pete and Lady Tracy. You're Lady Tracy now. So would you like Tracy to come over and answer some questions? Let's see if we can get enough yeses to see if we can get Mrs. Lady Tracy to come over and ask some questions. Hello from Norway. Nordman, hello, Norway. Oh, no. Have I driven the GT4 RS yet? I've got one week after next. So I have got a GT4 RS coming very, very soon. Just mentioned you and your mention of rally cars. I will look, John, I will look at that. There's a big lots of yeses. How on earth do you clean your skylight window? We have someone to come and do it because I can't do it. Yes to the boss answering questions. Greavesy. Oh dear, she's coming. She's coming. Where am I going? Non-car racer. How on it? Thanks for the Audi S4 vids. Yeah, we love that car. What are my thoughts on the facelift Fiesta ST? If it's as good as the previous one, it's going to be amazing. What about a 9? Yeah, Darren. Getting a GT4 RS was one thing. I will hopefully one day get my hands on the GT3 RS, but nothing in the pipeline as yet. But I have got a GT4 RS coming, which is very, very exciting. Don't forget, Mark, yes, when you get the... I'll come round and say hello. Please, Mrs. P. Oh, we got questions coming in now. Look.
Oh,
She's here. Right, I've got to. What's your favourite car?
Oh, well, dream car
Dream car.
as a Ferrari California,
Oh,
but
good.
not red.
But not red. Yes.
No.
Yeah. Okay. Let me see what we've got. Questions for Mrs. Greaves. Any plans to visit Moggy? Yes, I do want to go there. Lady Tracy, what's her favourite car to date since I started? What's the favourite car I've brought home?
Oh, well, obviously the JCW.
Yeah.
Because we ended up buying one.
Yeah.
I don't know. You've had so many cars.
You like the Taycan?
Oh, yeah. If Porsche are listening to this, that would be lovely. Thanks.
Can we have a free Taycan? Who's a better driver, Mrs. You or me?
You.
Oh, wow. She's never said that before. Does Mrs. P prefer petrol cars or EVs?
Oh, well, I've kind of really enjoyed having the hybrids. I mean, I like an EV, but for the people that know me, I'm really not very patient, and I like to get from A to B quite quickly. So therefore, any sense of having to stop to charge a car doesn't really work for me.
Yeah, that wouldn't be good, would it?
No.
Yes, Alan, you do owe me. I've never heard. Chris is saying that's Chris is the rev that did Dad and Mum's funeral.
Oh, hi.
Are we at FOS next year?
Well. Oh, yeah.
She works at Goodwood, so yes, definitely, and I will be definitely. Good answer, Mrs. P. I'd be slightly worried if Pete can't drive properly after the hours it cost me.
Yeah, agreed.
Am I both allowed to test drive all the cars that I bring home, even the supercars? No, not off the bat. But if we're doing like a road trip or something, I can get Tracy put on the insurance. So, but Porsche, we've done that before. So yeah, it depends on the car, really.
Yeah.
Cooper Born, we got you on the insurance for that. So,
yeah.
So yes, if we're going away,
I don't want something too expensive. That's far too much pressure.
No, like the Ferrari. No,
thanks. It's fine.
Here's a question for Tracy: does she prefer shopping for shoes, handbags, or you wittering on all night?
Well, I really hate shopping.
Can we have the PUPS for a full set?
PUPS. I don't know where. Oh, Darcy's having a drink. Sorry, guys. You just have to be patient. Well, here's one.
Oh. There's one. This is the Petrol Pup. This is the youngest one. How's the cycling going, Mrs. P?
Oh, yeah, good.
She's loving it. She's got her e-bike. Here we go. The family ped.
Yep, this is the Greaves household.
There you go. Hello.
Household. Yeah.
So right, there we go. What else? Is there a Cycle Sunday Ironman coming? Yeah, I'm doing some videos on the Ironman, so that's good. Should we put them back down again then? I'm going to say hello to everybody. Right, there we go. So there we go. Has Mrs. PP done any advanced driving? No. Maybe we'll get Mark on the go.
No, he's a really nice guy. I don't want him to have a nervous breakdown. We're good.
Pups are fine. Thank you, Francois G. They're all good. I'm glad I made it to this afternoon. Excellent. If I had one car each as a daily, what would it be? Ooh.
As a daily?
Yeah, you only have one car. I'd have maybe an Audi RS4.
You can't have that.
Why?
That's my car.
All right. Okay, so Tracy would have an Audi RS4. I'd have a Porsche. Yeah, Porsche Taycan Sport Turismo. Okay. Did Mrs. P get a flash tag when you bought yours? No, but that weekend we bought each other. I bought Cartier for both of us. You got a Cartier necklace, and I got a Cartier ring. I got that Cartier ring. So yes, we had a good weekend that weekend.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah. You need to sit in your just off camera. Look. Yeah.
Sorry.
Hey, both Chris Evans or Zoe Ball in the car?
Chris Evans.
Zoe Ball's a nightmare. Sorry.
huge.
All right, okay. What do I expect Pups to visit Thruxton? I am hoping, I haven't talked to Tracy yet, but that Tracy might drive up in the Mackie with the Pups for an hour. We'll see.
We need to talk about that.
We do need to talk. What's the
I
worst
even
car?
know anything about Thruxton.
What's the worst car I've ever bought home that you both didn't like?
Well, we can't say because no.
Oh, I can.
No, you can't.
Okay.
No.
Right, okay. It was bad. We
It's
didn't
not
like
appropriate.
it. No, okay. Rick the Spud, when's Mrs. PP's channel coming? I think I'd rather watch her.
Yeah, it's not my forte in life.
We got like nearly 200 people watching that. Have you put the log that wrecked the Charlie Club and threw the wood burner yet? No, it's still...
Oh, actually, that's a really good shout.
What?
Killing the log.
Yeah,
I'll
that
do
killed
that
the...
this
Yeah,
weekend.
okay. Yeah, that was a bad...
Yeah.
Drive an RS4 but never had a bath again. Drive an RS4 but never have a bath again, or drive a Mocha as what? I don't understand that. Sorry. Does Mrs. P double up as a flight attendant when you're on the flight simulator? What? No, that's Andrew's flight simulator. We got the driving simulator. HQB Productions Renault Arcana. Then can't possibly say.
I have no idea.
I don't know. I can't possibly say.
It wasn't. It definitely wasn't that one.
Oh dear. They're good. They're good.
Mm-hmm. Can I leave now?
Any last few questions? Has the Mackie range improved?
Oh, it's weird, isn't it?
So we reset. I now understand what happens. When you reset it, it goes back to the theoretical range, which is about 320 miles, and then it learns, and it's down to about 250 now. Yeah. So it's about 250 miles on a full charge.
It's really good, though. I have to say, I charged it at the weekend, and I haven't charged it again all week. It's
a very
really
good car. It's a really good car.
Yeah.
Was the bad car bad because there was something wrong with it, or just poor in itself? It just didn't have a great engine.
Forget that. Really ugly.
You said we couldn't.
No one knows what it is, so it's fine.
I think they're reading between the lines, Poppet.
No, they can't possibly.
Who's Mrs. P's favourite film star?
Oh, well, I don't really have one. I'm a big fan of Brad Pitt, big fan of Julia Roberts.
Tom Cruise.
Yeah, Tom Cruise.
I just met Tom Cruise.
Shut up.
You looked after him for the day. You did more than meet him.
Kind of, the top three, really.
Okay, I'm a big Tom Cruise fan. Yay. What else have we got? What about these trendy LED flashes and brake lights? Change. Totally confused. Is Mrs. P still using full power mode? Are you in untamed mode?
Well, if you told me that that's actually there was a setting for that, then I could have changed it.
She has a lead foot.
Thanks.
Yeah, she does have a really lead foot. Definitely. Someone you know must have a 5-axis lathe to turn the clubman log into something. Am I taking the Ranger for the weekend surf riding? Surf riding then. Don't quite get what you're saying there, HQB. Sorry. A friend of mine drove a Mackie to Italy. Good form.
Oh, that's really
cool. That's impressive. 007, do you like the Lamborghini Urus? I'm not a big fan, to be honest. Damo Drives, evening, sir. How are you, mate? Look, Sean loves you.
Thanks, Sean.
Good to see the stove on, lit hours this evening. Yeah, you gotta have the flame going. Flame on. How long have we got left? We've got 15 minutes left. What music do you both like to listen to? And what was the last gig? The last gig we went to see was Coldplay, the best gig ever, and we have Coldplay on quite a lot. Yeah, we like Coldplay a lot. And then what else? Well,
Loads. Adele, amazing.
Ed Sheeran. Yeah. I'm a bit of a country fan.
Yeah,
I shouldn't really admit.
Yeah, he definitely is.
Like country and western. Wonder what. What to do with the Ranger? I thought Cornwall with the surf and the boards on the back. Oh, I see what you mean. I'm going to be putting the bike rack on the back of the Ranger next week. What's the best road you've driven on, Pete? Watch the video on the channel. It's either the Red Rock Road or coming off the Col de Valberg in France. Absolutely amazing. Coldplay were great at Wembley. They were amazing.
I don't do concerts because I don't really like lots of people.
Yeah.
But it was the most incredible thing I've ever seen.
Yeah. Carrie Underwood, like a bit of that. I'm a big Tim McGraw fan, country-wise. What's the favourite of all-time films?
Oh, The Holiday.
The Holiday.
Hello. I've watched Top Gun Maverick probably about 6 times. I think I've watched it more than Pete. So,
yeah, she does like Top Gun Maverick.
Do you like that? I've got loads of films I love.
Both Top Guns. Shawshank Redemption, one of my favourites.
Never watched it.
I know, it's a great film. But it's you know.
It's not
Gladiator.
No. 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 No, I like nice films. Thanks.
Parent Trap.
Love that.
Yeah, thought you'd like that one.
Yeah.
And Elf.
Star is Born. Elf.
Yeah. It's getting to that time of year where we can watch Elf a lot. How's the Boxster doing? Many miles yet? Too many miles, Nordman. That's the problem. I've driven it quite a lot. We love it, don't we?
Well, I rarely drive it, but yeah.
It's awesome.
Fine.
Absolutely awesome.
It sits on the drive more than it goes out.
Mike, I see you at Thruxton, my friend. Pete, what's Joe Satriani track you drive to? Mystical Potato Head Groove Thing or Flying in a Blue Dream. I like all of those. I do like a bit of Joe Satriani. Shawshank is fantastic. What do you recommend? Big brakes on a Mini or just stick with standard? If you're going fast road, standard with Mintex pads will be fine. You don't need to put big brakes on. Chris likes AC/DC. Met a chap with a nice red supercharged R56. Who knows you at the weekend? Oh, excellent. People are people allowed on track at Thruxton? No, it's a purely static meet. There's no track access at all. Since I like Coldplay, what's your favourite Coldplay song?
Oh God, that's way too much pressure. I don't know.
It looks like it's all of them. Paradise.
Paradise.
Yeah. Sing along to that a lot. Do you fancy something old and vintage, as in pre-war? No.
Yeah.
What? Oh, Bentley Blower.
Land Rover Mark 1.
Oh yeah, Series 1 Land Rover. Yeah, and a Bentley Blower, definitely. Who wouldn't want a Bentley Blower in their life? Anything you miss on Charlie Clubman that you wish the Boxster had? Well, just Charlie Clubman.
Just Charlie Clubman.
We don't like talking about Charlie Clubman.
No,
it's
makes
not,
me cry.
It makes us cry. Seriously, it's let's no more questions about Charlie Clubman. Favorite 80s band?
Oh, Duran.
Nick Kershaw.
Duran. Sorry, you don't know what you're talking about.
Of all the cars I've driven, what car has the best sound system?
Oh.
Ooh.
Well, in the old days, the Lancia Delta Turbo.
Oh, yes. The Lancia Delta Turbo. That's pretty cool.
In the old days, that was super cool.
Yeah.
The
the first Discovery we had an amazing sound system, actually. Bentley Blower. Yes. Debating Thruxton. Weather dependent. Yeah. Well, hopefully the weather will be nice, he says. I can drive my green Mini at Thruxton. Oh, that'd be nice, Russell G. Anything with a great WX exhaust. I think we might release you now.
Thanks. Goodbye.
I cannot believe we actually got her on, to be honest. That's impressive skills. So we've got 10 minutes. Any more questions? Or are we all going to finish? Hey, New Zealand. Wayne, what's that? Wayne Mettler, New Zealand. Keith Evans. Do you see Joe's new mate? Joe's Porsche. Well, it's not his. He's borrowed it from Porsche GB, but he's having an amazing time with that GT3 Touring. Wow. I had a call with him or chat with him a couple of days ago. He really is loving it. And if you don't follow Joe, I'm sure most of you do, but he's going to be making some great content with that. Best sounding car I've driven so far, the NASCAR. I mean, that thing was just ridiculous. McRae or Burns? Oh, man, you can't ask a question like that. McRae, probably. Oh man, that's a tough one. Don't know why Tracy puts up with you, mate. I think she should marry me. Can you put in a good word for me and tell her I drive an Austin Allegro? That should do it. Stevie 007, you're in there, mate. Definitely. The Boxster is fine. Clubman is sadly no more. But how's the Roadster? Roadster's good. I haven't used it for a bit. It's under covers at the moment. Will Joe be at Thruxton? I don't know is the answer to that. I haven't actually asked him, but I'm sure if he's around, he would try and make it. I will ask him if he can make it. Do you have any idea for the numbers at Thruxton? I don't know. I think it's going to be a few hundred. I think. I think there's going to be plenty of people there. How are you? How's my fitness routine coming on? It's getting better. I had a really bad cold the last couple of weeks that kind of put fitness to one side. And then last week in Sri Lanka, I was working so much I didn't do any physical exercise at all, which was terrible. Do you ever own a car with a starting? No, I've never owned a car with a starting handle. I'm not that old. Yes. What else? Am I going to do a review of the new BMW iX? I already have, Davis Farming. There is a video of the BMW iX on my channel. Just search Petrol Ped BMW iX on YouTube and you will find it. Filmed with that earlier this year. Last question, Pete. Should I pay a visit to Mount Tune with my ST? Yes. Either Mount Tune or Revo. I'd probably go Revo, actually. I know it's only because I know the guys at Revo better than Mount Tune. But yeah, definitely. If as long as you're not worried about warranty, I don't know how old the car is. If it's out of warranty, it's probably less of a worry. I wouldn't go too mad, but yeah, it will certainly spice it up a little bit. Yeah, Tom. Yeah, careful how Burns or McCray. I kind of have a feeling why that's there. Mrs. P, you have to watch Shawshank. It's one of the best films ever. Green Mile's a good film. Oh yeah, I've forgotten about that one.
I'm a nice person.
Agent Orange, stage 1 is perfect. So if anyone's ever wanting to do a tune, just a stage 1, it ups the. It's not normally about the headline figures when you do a stage 1. It's about how the torque and how the power come in. You'll find it just more drivable and easier. You don't probably have to worry too much about upgrading things like brakes and other bits of hardware. You just get a little bit more of a driver's car with a stage 1. Views on the new Top Gear. I've only watched bits of the first episode, and I quite like the dynamic those three have got now, to be honest. It's certainly better than the original three started to wind me up. Loved it when I drove the Peugeot 205 GTR. I know, so did I. I've got a really cool early Golf I'm driving next week, which I think everyone's going to really, really like. Will the orange Mini Cooper S with the Petrol Ped sticker and Evolve intake before Mrs. kills me? Excellent. Petrol Ped, how? I'm doing fine, thank you, BCJC. Quite a few quite a few don't sure to stage 1 either. RS4 or RS4 Performance. I haven't driven the RS4 Performance. It looks like a great car. I'm not so sure, having driven an RS4 recently, it needs any more. It's such a good car. Oh, I see. Bye for now. Andrew Gibbs, goodbye, my friend. Don't forget Bullet with Steve McQueen. Great film. Absolutely great film. Keith Evans, is the Evolve any good? Evolve. I'm presuming you're talking about the intake. Eventuri, don't you think? I don't know what you mean, Russell. You need to give me some more than that, Russell. Pete, been great to take care, Chris. Look after yourself, my friend. Agreed. Don't overtune a car. My Mini is stage 1 with a quaif diff. Quaif, an ATB, a limited slip diff is one of the best modifications you can do to a car. Even without increasing its power, it will just make it far more drivable. The problem with putting a limited slip in diff in is it costs money, because you've got to, normally in most cars, front wheel drive cars anyway, you have to take the gearbox off to get the diff in. So there's quite a lot of labour, even though a diff's probably, I don't know, 600 quid, something like that. Thank you for doing this, Pete. Have a great weekend. Have a great weekend yourself as well, my friend. We've got less than 5 minutes. Have a lovely evening, everyone. We're all starting to go. Last one from me. Ron in for some of the best car chase scenes. Yes, great film. I agree with that. Thanks for the beer. It's amazing. We're all starting to go. Got to go. Rick the Spud. Off you go, my friend. I'm going to draw this to a close, so it's under an hour. Great live vlog, guys. Thank you very much for joining me. It's been great fun. I haven't done one of these for a long time. It's been brilliant fun. I hope you've enjoyed it. I know Mrs. Greaves has. It's just like completely ignoring me. So you can see her just sat there, look, just playing with her iPad. So yeah, don't forget, if you want to get your Petrol Ped t-shirts, just go to Legacy Legends, use PED10 for 10% discount, or send the link to your loved ones and ask them for a t-shirt or mugs or stickers. And then hopefully I'll see as many of you as possible on Thruxton on the 20th. Just have a look on the channel. There's a video announcing that with all the details you need. There's a link on the Thruxton website that you just need to register. There's no money involved. It doesn't cost you anything. We just need to know that you're coming so we can get the logistics right. And then hopefully I'll see you there. I'm hopefully going to be there with all my cars. Maybe we can persuade the boss to come with the pups, but we'll see. I think she's probably got something on that day, if I'm honest. But yes, guys, take care. Obviously, we'll do the normal sign off. If you enjoyed that, give me a thumbs up. Comments below are always welcome. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to Petrol Ped for plenty more content to come. But guys, you are legends. Thank you so much for your support. I couldn't do it without you. And I'll see you on the next video. And I'll see as many of you as possible at Thruxton. Cheers.